Hello, this time I want to talk about my year in review, 2013. This may be a bit more stream of consciousness, a bit more associative than the last ones. It's been an interesting year, and how I view this year has changed a lot over the last 3 months. If the year had ended, let's say 2 months, 3 months ago, it would have been one of my worst years ever. And this isn't hyperbole. But now that I've climbed back out of my hole, got a bit more comfortable again with myself, and reviewed stuff that happened to me that led to my, I don't know if it was depression, but that led to my very dark time in the fall. I think it's been, if I have to summarize the year in one word, it's gross. I started out working full-time for the writer in London from Hanover in a virtual team from my home office. Then I switched to full-time freelance work, and then I switched back to being part-time employed and part-time freelancer, which is still the case and which seems to be the best option for me right now. It gives me some structure, it gives me a certain amount of money per month, but it also gives me the free time and the flexibility to do my own stuff and develop my own freelance work. So that's good. I also learned a lot more about teaching on the web, in webinars and e-learning in general, as well as in the classroom. I learned that I'm much more comfortable with closed short-term stuff. So go out one day and teach 8 hours is much easier for me than to do it 8 weeks in a row and teach 1 hour each week. And the two best things that happened 2013. One is YouTube, or the YouTube community that formed around the Geek and Sundry Vlogger search, to be more specific. It really was a constant through all this time, and since June I've been doing a lot of vlogging and the Geek and Hangouts. I got to know a lot of people, talked to amazing people in the Hangouts. So that's been really, really great. It's been a new medium for me. So yeah, great experience. I will continue making videos. I'm not quite sure exactly how, but I will continue. And on a personal level, my crash in the fall was the best thing that could happen, because it forced me to face choices I made and habits I have, which lead to, well, on the physical side, to being not only overweight but obese, and on the mental side, led to some near burnout, and facing all this stuff led to me starting to meditate, to becoming more mindful, and setting this kind of stuff as a goal for the January. And I really, really want to do more short-term stuff. So I would just want to say, okay, these are my goals for January, my healthy habits for January. And then I can do new stuff or continue doing it in February, and so on and so on. Just take it 1 month at a time, because everything else is just overwhelming, and it gives me the permission to change stuff up regularly. So I'm hoping this will work well, and this is already going into 2014. But back to 2013, I also decided that I won't be doing theater in the near future, at least. And I have two things still on my list I have to come to terms with. One is I've always been very optimistic about the future, but over the last 1.5 years, I've been working with a friend on a project which was looking into trends and developments, what the future brings, kind of a private think tank, if you will. And that got really depressing, because most of the trends, the long-term trends, are pointing over a cliff. And I haven't still figured out how to deal with that emotionally, because I've always been very optimistic into the long-term future, and now the short-term future looks more bright than the long-term future. And long-term, I mean 10, 20 years. And that really is depressing to me, that we don't seem to find a way out at the moment. Everything just seems to go and get better, get worse and worse and worse. So that's something I haven't dealt with yet. And the other part, perhaps connected with that, is I have to get clear or clearer about my own values, my own principles, and what makes meaning, what produces meaning for me. So yeah, that's why I said it's a year of growth, and it kind of sets the stage for 2014. Yeah, so it's been the first stage rocket booster, and we'll see if I can reach orbit in 2014. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Go forth and screw up. Bye.